In the background is playing Stick Me, I'm Done by Stickman. So if you want to find it on the YouTube, go to Stick a Fork in Me, I'm Done. That's cool. Well, listen to this guy. Let's see. What did I say about the futures in my last video? It's now, what time is it? Oh, 2 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. Oh, down there you got 6 in the morning. But listen to this guy. Who knew? But I knew. But we watched things, and now we're up to 200 points. Listen.
The market just couldn't keep up with the trade. And when a market plunges right at the end, it means you're going to see continued movement on Asian markets as they fall. So let's have a look at how U.S. markets looked yesterday. The Dow, as Kieran said, down 777 points. No one's ever seen a minus with a 700 on the Dow. That's a 7% drop.
Okay, let's put this in perspective. No one's ever seen a 7 on the Dow. 7%. When we had the Great Depression, we went 12% one day and about 13% the next day. We went a total of 25%. You think it's going to be 25%? Come on, people. These guys are snowing you. Oh, let's go. Okay. Get this
NASDAQ down 9%. The S&P down almost 9%. Now, if you were to say in a year like this that you gained 9% in an entire year, I would tell you that's a very good return on the market. But you didn't. You lost 8% in one day. The S&P 500 will look very much like your spiders or your S&P ETFs or index funds or mutual funds that you have. So that's part of it. Now, as I mentioned, you can recover from a loss.
Now you got to understand that the whole averages are based on 30 or 40 stocks, and if somebody had to buy all the stocks on one day, they would not have enough money in the world to do it. These are just indicators. You didn't lose money unless you sold that day, like a day trader. I just got back from the strip club. I took a friend, so I got to sit there and say, hey, I get my own little activities too, so here we go.
Like this in just a few days, and right now Dow futures, which are bets that are placed on how the Dow is going to do at the open of trading, are up more than 200 points. So the market is a particularly poor indicator of what's going on right now.
Exactly! Exactly! And all you guys, I'm not even going to listen to the rest of him, because I got to go to bed because it's 2 in the morning or something. But you sit here and you guys, I'm not saying you guys, because I hope the conservatives, you people have the points right now to take the Democrats don't want to hang for this. Well, you sit there and say, you want to do this? We're going to have a comprehensive bill that builds ANWR, which should be built. I mean, if you aren't building it, you guys are stupid. And I'm going to tell you, you're effed up, because my little granddaughter listens to some of these, and I'm not going to tell her words like that, but you are effed up if you think that you can't have energy in this policy. You need a complete overhaul of the whole thing. Well, I said I wouldn't listen to it, but I'll listen to it a little bit more. Let's hear it.
Now, it's just volatile. What you have to worry about is the credit market. The fact that credit markets world over are frozen, that's going to affect your ability to get a loan.
No, I just closed a loan today. In fact, I had 3 closings today. 3, count them, 3, mister. $1 million in closings today. $1 million. You can't tell me the credit. It's maybe in your area it's bad. Maybe in New York City it's bad. But you guys don't sit there and you just don't want to build anything new. You don't want to extract the money out of the ground. I don't know what your problem is, except that you elect people that are just jerks. And you have to live with it. And if you suffer, you suffer. And if I sound a little bit like, hey, I've had a couple, but I'm going to still put this up.
It's going to affect the ability of someone who is going to buy your home to get a loan?
Bullshit! Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And that's the problem. Here's the big problem about life. Is the 1982 again, Jake Garn took away your ability to do your own financing of people. And that's a problem. We have it all in New York City, and we don't need it in New York City. Sorry, buddies, and I know you guys are fighting for your jobs down there, but no, we don't need it in New York City. We need it all over. We need to have freedom. again, and not have the government sit there and take the people's money, let them then have a loan and say that they're giving them money when they earned it. Damn it, Jesus, go on, here we go.
It may affect the ability of the company you work for to get short-term financing, and fundamentally, Kieran, that could affect your ability to get paid and even to keep your job.
Well, if that's the case, get another friggin' job. Okay? If you are working for somebody that has to work on credit to pay you, how much longer can they get credit? Come on, you guys, don't bullshit us. Alright? That's what you're doing. You're bullshitting us.
Expecting, just in addition to all of this that's going on, we're expecting jobless claims on Friday morning, and we're going to lose probably another 100,000 jobs this month alone. So this is a very serious situation, but for stock market holders, understand that this market can go and come.
100,000 jobs, okay? 100,000 jobs. So we're losing 100,000 jobs, but if we would have paid $700 billion to keep those jobs, believe me, it'd be better to send out the welcome wagons full of food to help you people and bring you water and things like that and let you not drive and use up gas. You realize how happy some liberals are in this point? The people that don't want you to burn gas, that you can knock down your whole, bringing everybody down, and maybe that's the way to do it. I kind of like driving out there with nobody out there on the streets, especially this time of night.
Don't get panicked about the stock market.
All right, it'll be interesting to see what happens and what the solutions are now. The Treasury is trying to scramble and do other things, which includes printing money right now.
That's right.
Printing money. Okay, the way you can tell if somebody's printing money is when the oil and commodities spike. Not gold. Gold is one of those different things that you sit there and everybody likes to hold on to it because it's not something that dissolves, like you burn it up or things you have to control it. But oil, if that oil spikes, that's when you know they're printing money. What happened here?
Look at this point.
All right, he called it a toolbox. He said it was incomplete, so we'll see what happens. Thanks so much, Alan.
Well, then.
Alan, whatever his name is. Anyhow, I'm going to let these two people go. It's, again, 2 o'clock in the morning, Alaska time, which means it's 6 o'clock, and this is what some of you are watching. But I got to sit here and go to another channel just because this is what we watch up here. 67 on,
Sharply over 90 reactions.
65, and we watch these guys.
Within the
You're watching them.
Caucus, you had 2/3.
You can't even see what we're watching.
Party
actually, I kind of like watching it a couple,
the appeal of their leaders,
like 10 o'clock, but then you guys are asleep.
And that's really
Anyhow,
what they're hoping for. You know, there are two ways they can
good enough. Look at those guys.
Load this up as a
Democrats. And try to 95 people voted against it.
Measures, other
144. Republicans, 133. You hold in there, Republicans. Don't listen to any of these people. Hold in there and get this thing done. Get every concession that you want. And if they want to sit there and vote against it, fine. Because I can tell you this. We can vote those people out. Make them show their colors. And thank God for the Jewish people, again, to have a holiday. Even though there's a separation of church and state, I'm so happy that they're not down there messing things up anymore.